Hi everyone, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Mafia Mike.
so it is Thursday. It is that Thursday section again, which is the 100 crochet tiles. Woohoo! We are on week number 4 already. When I had this idea, I didn't realise it would go by so quick, but for the most part, I'm enjoying it. There have been a couple of tiles that have been a little bit. Oh, look at Mike's face. I've been a little bit troublesome. So welcome back to those that come every week, and hi to any newbies. We are going to do all 100 of these tiles, and today we are going to show you tile number 4.
Come hell or high water, we're doing all 100.
And this week's tile was Autumn Glow. And it is by the same designer that did tile number 2, that both Mike and I and everyone who is doing it along with us really struggled with. And let's just say that tile number 4 was a bit tricky too.
Or we could go as far as to say as it made my blood boil.
You want to be thankful that you only see the end project and that you're not working alongside him.
I hated this one.
There you go, guys. Oh, I better try and... No, don't cover the actual tile, Sam. Cover the pattern. There we go. That is Autumn Glow. Looks absolutely beautiful. But this lady definitely knows how to make your work for your finished project, because these aren't easy, guys. They're not easy. Tile 1 was great, fine. Tile 2
was okay, but it was difficult to keep in shape.
It was really hard to block.
But it was easy to do the stitches.
Tile 3, absolute breeze.
Yeah.
This one, a bit of the same as tile 2.
It made me say things.
It made him behave in a way
made me doubt
that you guys will hopefully never see on this channel. I see behind the scenes.
It made me doubt why
he was doing this.
Yeah.
And he even said the words, "This lady has made me start to hate crochet." I was like, no, don't lose the love for crochet you've only just gotten. Don't give up, please.
Peed me off.
Mike got super angry with it. But we did it. He persevered. He powered through.
I'm still getting angry with it.
Every time he looks at it, he wants to burn it.
I got to a stage where I was going to get my scissors, my really sharp scissors, and just chop it into bits.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why, because it looks...
So I very quickly went, this is the same lady as tile 2. Let me just flick through the next few weeks coming up and see if she comes up again. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. You've got quite a few weeks where you haven't got this lady's pattern. So please don't give up. And he went, all right, I'll continue. And he did, and he did it.
I finished it.
Go on, show them. That is Mike's finished tile. I love it.
It looks all right, but I hated doing it.
I can laugh now, but at the time, guys,
I had to...
It was not a laughing matter.
Frog that one. I had to frog that one. I had to frog that one. This top one with the drop down stitches.
The drop down stitches are not Mike's friend. And when it's not Mike's friend, everybody knows about it. And I was like...
What was the other one?
The back posts.
Yes.
See, just saying the word and it ignites fury.
First time I've ever done them, to be fair.
And standing stitches. You need to do a standing double crochet in the corner.
That one was the... Yeah. Standing single crochet, fine. Because it's got a knot. Standing double crochet, why are you laughing?
Because it's funny now, looking back, but at the time, Oh, it was hideous. He was hideous for about 3
I turned
evenings
into
on
Hyde.
on the. Excuse me, 1 second. Sorry, someone was trying to ring. Um, yeah, for 3 evenings, there was a lot of huffing, a lot of puffing, a
And
lot of cussing,
you can see it in my work. Look,
a lot of.
see that bit of pink that comes down there? Didn't care. Really didn't care. It got to that point.
There was a lot of just chucking it away.
Slamming
I
it
think
down.
there was a couple of times where I actually had to get up and retrieve the tile from wherever he had slung
with
it.
the hook still attached.
It was not a pleasurable experience, this one, guys. More so for Mike. I had my own frustrations with it, but I didn't find it as difficult. But then I do have a lot more crochet experience than Mike
But
does.
there's a
But he
finished one.
powered through. He powered through. He did it. He
Doesn't look as
completed it.
good as Manfa's.
And
But
his
I don't
words
care.
were, "I'm only completing it because I've said I'd support you." And I'm like, and I love you
I
for it,
wasn't
thank
quite
you.
that angry, but
Oh, honestly, guys, this was not a great tile week in the Manfa household. So you saw Mike's. This one's mine. Oh, curly
Neat.
corner.
neat and perfect.
It's not perfect.
That he is.
It's just-
What?
I just find it so funny how angry it makes you. Like,
It's
I only have to say tile 4,
infuriating.
or I only have to say drop down double or stand in see, he pulls that face every time. Yeah, so that's tile number 4.
So until we started these tiles 4 weeks ago, my ultimate stitch that I hated, and where hate's a strong word, but
Really didn't like
really
doing.
did not like doing, was the bead stitch, because I kept getting caught, kept getting snagged, pulling bits through that weren't supposed to be pulled through,
Mhm.
and having to redo it.
Mhm.
Infuriates me because I want to be able to do it straight away.
And I think
That's
at
just who
one
I am.
point he again had the tile in his hand and went, "I'd take 100 bead stitches over this any day."
Yep. This one. I think the worst one was back
Back post half double.
post half doubles. Kept slipping off the hook. It kept.
This will not be a tile that we repeat.
No.
When it's done, it's going to go back where we keep them, and that is where it's going to reside.
It's gonna
Because
get lost.
every time Mike looks at it, he's furious. So please don't put this off. If you were thinking of getting the book and joining in later on, please do. Just because we struggle with something doesn't mean that you will.
I'm very, very new to this,
Yeah.
and
it is all a learning curve, and I think all of us crocheters out there can relate to either a certain stitch that we're not very keen on doing, a certain style of crochet that doesn't really float our boat, a pattern which looks absolutely stunning but is a real pain in the rear to create. All of those things you have to factor in when you do crochet, because it's somebody else's pattern half the time. If you're a fairly newbie crocheter, it's all new, it's all a learning curve, and when you really want to do it, and you really want to do it well, and for whatever reason it's not clicking, or you just don't like that particular stitch, it becomes more of a chore than enjoyment.
yeah.
And when it's a chore, not enjoyment, you lose all motivation, you lose all positivity. And it really did take a lot for Mike to see it through to the end. But he did. And that is just a testament to Mike, because
My patience is very thin.
you know, he could have just thrown in the towel. And I said to him, if you want to give up, you don't want to carry on with this, that's fine. I'm still going to be doing it. I've started it. I'm going to see it through. You know, it's a weekly segment on this channel. I said, but you are not honour bound, because this isn't Mike's channel, it's my channel, it's something that I wanted to do. He never has to do anything he doesn't want to do, and I said it's absolutely fine. And then after he had calmed down, he was like, no, I do want to support you, I do want to see it through. And he did. So if there is a project out there, guys, that is really frustrating you,
Power through.
either power through or make the decision, yeah, nah, this isn't for me, I need to do a different project, and either put it to sleep for a bit and work on something else and come back to it, or...
When you get something as infuriating as this, and you power through and you finish it, you get that finished project moment.
Yeah.
Tenfold.
Yeah, and he deserves the feeling that
Because
he
when
got
I finished it,
completing.
I was like, hallelujah!
Don't ever have to make that again. But in more Mike terminology, and I'll let your imaginations run wild with that one. So that is tile 4. Like we said, not our favourite. Sorry to the designer of that pattern, but designer of the pattern, your love for drop down doubles and your love for back posts, we don't share that love. Sorry.
No.
So coming up next week is the Victoriana tile, which is that one there. So just 2 colours. The majority of the tile is in the white, and then the finishing off is in the black. This one appears to be a lot more simple, a lot more manageable, because do you know what the most infuriating thing for me is about this? There are 5 different colours, and there is a certain sequence you have to put those colours. And the way we were making this tile, guys, is I was reading from the book and explaining to Mike what he needed to do on each row. And I'm like,
off okay.
Join colour 3. And he's like, well, what was colour 3? And then I was like, well, you know, that was colour 1, that was colour 2. So in my case, it was this purple. So back up here, when I'm like, join colour 3, we had to go back and see which was colour 3. And we had to keep cross-referencing and going backwards and forwards, and tying off and rejoining every round. Some of you may love it. And don't get me wrong, it does create really beautiful end results because of the colour changing. But a faff of changing colour every row. I mean, come on. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. But it did produce a really pretty looking tile, and I was really happy with my colour choices. I think you said that you might want to work on how you pair up colours at one point.
No, I'm quite good with this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it looks very English.
I think this bit in the middle in particular looks like a Tudor rose.
Yeah, it's very English colours.
Yeah. And the green is a lot brighter than the camera is showing. Our camera is terrible for colours. But you will see a picture of this on the community tab, because all of those that are joining in alongside me and sending me emails and messaging me pictures, I am putting their completed tiles on my community tab the same time as this video airs. So if you'd like to see what everybody else has been working on, then please do head over to the community tab, because their work is absolutely stunning. And it's amazing how, like, you're both doing the same thing, but how different it can look. And it's the same when I get everybody else's pictures. I'm like, wow, those colours are beautiful.
When I look at this one, I think some sort of...
like Viking, like,
well, not
shield.
even that, just like oldie worldy, to know, like the flying carpet style.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously English colours.
Yeah.
For like the old ceilings, the sculptured ceilings.
Oh yeah, all like the architrave stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I get where you're going with that. So the same thing can look totally different just by picking different colours, and it is absolutely awesome. I am so thankful that so many of you are doing it alongside us. A lot of comments have been that you really appreciate the fact that we're honest and we give you honest feedback, whether we enjoyed it or whether we didn't. I'm not going to sit here, guys, and go, every single tile in this book is easy peasy and a breeze to make, if it's not, because that's not fair. you will then maybe purchase this book, or you have already purchased this book going, well, Manfa says it's easy. Manfa says I can do this. And then if you start struggling, it kind of...
turns you into a flunk.
Well, yeah, it just kind of puts you in a bit of a downer, because you're like, well, if Manfa found it easy, why can't I? I'm not going to do that to you guys. If I find something hard, I'm going to tell you I find it hard. I don't want to tell you it's hard to dissuade you from doing it or to put you off from doing it. I'm just trying to do the whole, this is a tricky one, so I completely understand if you didn't complete, or this is a tricky one, you might need to take a bit more time over doing it. You're not going to be able to do it in one evening because, you know, it's colour changes, for example.
I went into this book not believing that it was going to be easy because there's a lot of stitches that I've never done. And that new.
Yeah.
Didn't realise how infuriating
But I am
some
not
of them
gonna,
could be.
we're not gonna put bells and whistles on it and dress it in a pretty little bow fakely. We're gonna tell you the truth. And I think earlier when Mike was telling you how frustrated he was getting, that is a true reflection. It is the watered down reflection of what occurred while he was making it. But that just shows you that we are honest, truly, genuine, real people, because I am not going to lie to you and say something's easy when it's not. That one was a pain in the bum. Not as much of a pain in the bum as number 2, but up there.
It was worse for me.
Up there, yeah.
No, I've got a looser style.
Yeah.
Purely because I'm new, probably. But number 2 wasn't too bad to block, but
it was bad to block.
It was bad to block, but not as bad as yours.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But this one needs hardly any blocking. It just, I'm not even going to say it because
no, we have to be careful what we say on YouTube, dear. So yes, we will see you back here next week for the Victoriana tile that's coming up. Did I say that right? I think I did. Like I said, go check out everybody else's pictures on my community tab, bearing in mind that a couple of people joined in slightly later than when we started. So although, you know, it's week 4, there may be pictures of week 2, week 3, week 1 even thrown in there, because again, I'm not going to turn around to someone and say, well, week 1 was 3 weeks ago, you're too late for your picture to be shown. No way. They still made the effort to make that tile for me. Well, not for me, but alongside me. I am going to showcase their work. Whether you're 4 weeks behind, 4 weeks, if you're 4 weeks ahead, and there's one lady in particular that is even ahead of Mike and I'm not showing that picture until it's that week, because we don't want people to have a sneak peek of what's going on before it comes up. So if it's the current week or prior to that, I will showcase it on my community tab until the cows come home. If you have raced ahead, your picture will be posted, but not until the relevant week. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand. But those that do race ahead just shows how much they're enjoying doing this, and I am truly thankful for that as well. I never thought that any of you would join in. I kind of hoped Mike would, because obviously we live together and we're now doing this as a joint, you know, partnership thing. But everybody else out there, I didn't expect any of you to, and there are quite a few of you, and I'm so chuffed and so pleased that you are deciding to support me. So thank you so much, and we will be back next Thursday with tile number 5, and hopefully a bit more of a positive, jolly story than tile 4.
Who knows? Anyway,
who knows? So
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Love you all, guys.